Welcome back to Explaining Everything, the channel where we dive into the stories and mysteries behind everyday things. Today's question comes from one of our awesome viewers, Cooking Wizard 88. Yep, that's the username. We love it. They asked, why do pan handles have holes? If you've ever been in the kitchen, flipping pancakes or scrambling eggs, you've probably noticed that mysterious little hole at the end of your pan's handle and thought, wait, what is that even for? Well, today we're cracking the case of the pan handle hole, whether it's for hanging, holding, or just there to confuse us while we burn our toast. So if you've ever stared at that hole and wondered what secret purpose it serves, stick around, because we're breaking it all down right here on Explaining Everything. So first off, let's address the most common answer. Yes, the hole is technically there so you can hang your pan. Yep, hang it. That's it. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. But wait, don't leave. There's actually a lot more to this story. I mean, sure, hanging your pan makes sense if you're a kitchen minimalist or someone who's got those Pinterest-inspired pegboards with copper pans that never touch actual fire. But let's be real. Most of us shove pans into a cabinet with a noise that sounds like we're trying to summon a demon. So, why even bother with the hole if no one's hanging anything? Turns out, there's more functionality to that little circle than we give it credit for. Here's where things get interesting. That hole isn't just for hanging. It can also double as a spoon holder. Wait, what? Yes, you can stick the end of a wooden spoon or spatula into the hole when you're cooking, and it'll just chill there, dripping neatly into the pan instead of all over your stove or countertop. No more creating a Jackson Pollock painting in spaghetti sauce across your kitchen. Granted, this only works with some pan designs and only with spoons that cooperate. Because let's face it, some spatulas just want to live free and refuse to fit. But when it works, it's glorious. This is the kind of genius that says, hey, I see your mess. Let's do better. All right, here's a slightly more scientific angle. The hole in the handle can actually help with heat dissipation. Now, don't expect miracles. It's not some magical portal sucking away the heat like a kitchen black hole. But by having less solid metal, especially near the end of the handle, the design reduces how much heat travels from the hot pan to the place where your fingers are. So, in theory, the hole helps keep the handle cooler. In reality, it delays the moment you yell, hot, 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 by maybe 30 seconds. But hey, in the world of bare-handed cooking, 30 seconds is the difference between grace and third-degree burns. You know where the handle hole really shines? Camping trips. That little opening is perfect for hanging your pan over a campfire using a hook or stick. It's like the pan saying, don't worry, I'm rugged. I was made for s'mores and bad decisions. Plus, if you're deep in the woods with zero kitchen storage, that hole suddenly becomes the MVP of the meal. Want to hang your cookware from a tree like a caveman? Go ahead. That handle hole's got your back. Also, fun fact, the more rustic your cookware setup, the more respect you get from other campers. Bonus points if you can hang it with a rope knot that only someone named Bear Claw would know. What's great about panhandle holes is that they've somehow become a subtle signature of cookware design. Some are round, some are oval. Some are shaped like they couldn't decide what shape they wanted to be. But each one adds a little personality to your pan. It's like the pan is saying, "Hey, I may just be here to sauté onions, but I've got style." And honestly, that's kind of charming. In a world full of bland appliances and soulless spatulas, a handle with a hole that means something? That's pure culinary character. Let's take a moment to appreciate how this tiny hole, often ignored, does way more than most of us ever realized. It doesn't demand attention. It doesn't scream, "Look at me, I'm multifunctional." It just quietly shows up, helps keep things clean, cool, and organized, and never asks for thanks. It's basically the kitchen equivalent of that one friend who always brings napkins and extra snacks to the party. Sure, it's not flashy, but without it, chaos, drippy counters, burnt hands, pans you can't hang anywhere. So here's to the humble handle hole, the unsung hero of cookware design. So, the next time you're frying eggs and you notice that mysterious hole at the end of your pan handle, give it a little nod of respect. It's not just a hole, it's a hanging solution, a spoon cradle, a heat fighter, a budget hack, and a campfire buddy all rolled into one. It's like the MacGyver of kitchen design, understated, underappreciated, and kind of a big deal. Sure, it may not cure your inability to flip pancakes without launching them across the room, but it's trying its best, okay? So, here's to you, little panhole. Thanks for being weirdly useful. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the thrilling, pulse-pounding world of cookware design, hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss an episode. And if you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for tuning in, and join us next time here in the channel that answers all the why, what, who, where, and how questions you've always wondered about, here on Explaining Everything.